Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. It's Monday night, friends. Hope everyone is doing well. And, go figure. I had all the best laid plans, and then Planet Crafter's like, hey, you know that DLC you've been waiting for? Yeah, we're just going to drop that today. So here we are. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I love this game, so you know, obviously I'm going to play it. I was just it's like every time I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna play this week. It's like, nope, here's something else you forgot about. But hey, you know what? It's a good problem to have, honestly. Honestly, it's a very good problem to have there. And yeah, we're gonna go with our stream LP. So, my friends, the Planecrafter Moons update has just arrived. We are far away from it, though. We're still moving towards the liquid water stage. But it will, from what I understand, you can use your existing saves. That we should now have access to the machines that we're going to use later on. Should be in our terraformation process now. Somewhere along the way, probably pretty far along the way. they will unlock. And yeah, there it is. Interplanetary travel rockets. Also a solar system screen. Okay, nice. And then the extraction platform. So these are unlock all the way up at 4.15 TTI or Terraformation Index. So we're a ways away from them. But what these allow us to do is to travel to the moons, and then it's a one-way travel until you actually fully craft the moons. Until you have to build the extraction platform on the moon to return. In the meantime, though, as you're doing stuff up there, things will continue to work down on either Humble or Pioneer. Is that the name of this planet? I forget. I think this is Pioneer is the name of this planet. Things will continue working down here off camera, but you still have to it's not really going to help you until you can get back there. But all your blueprints and everything carry over and all that stuff. So that's good. And apparently I'll be able to even access Humble from here now, which you couldn't do before. Before you had to be either the main planet or you had to be Humble, which was the other DLC that was released. Now apparently once you build that extraction platform, you can go to all of them, which is rather fantastic and awesome and all those things, and that is great to see. But like I said, we have a ways to go before we get there. We still need like our food and everything to be, well, our food is almost taking care of itself, almost. But we're going to need our water to start taking care of itself, which we're trying to get to right now. We just unlocked the nuclear reactors, and we've got a lot of other things to do here. Now, I kind of, it's been a couple weeks, and I kind of forget where I left off with things. So, Tier 3 agility boots, I don't think we can do yet because we don't have explosive powder yet. Do have a Tier 3 oxygen tank, I think, already. We have the, oh no, we have a Tier 4 oxygen tank now. We have the Tier 4 backpack. Okay. We have the Tier 2 exoskeleton, Tier 2 agility boots. I don't think we've unlocked the Tier 3 exoskeleton yet. No, it doesn't look like it. Now, would like to get the jetpack sooner rather than later, but we'll need rocket engines and stuff. And now that we're kind of at the stage where rocket engines are a thing, I believe those will start showing up in the wrecks and whatnot along the way. So that'll be good. Also, I think they changed this animation, didn't they? So the door now slightly opens ajar when you get up to it, so you know it's and it highlights. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I noticed that before. That might be new. Not sure. Anyway, it's a nice touch. What do we got? Yeah, so we need to just get all these numbers to start going through the roof as quickly as we can. We got our oxygen doing pretty good. The heat, the pressure is doing well, but the heat is lagging behind. So we need to generate some heat, and we got 34 kilowatts of energy available right now. What kind of why is my build menu? Oh, why don't I? Oh, it's Q. Okay. It's not been that long, but it still feels like it. So we do have the Tier 3 heaters unlocked. We have silicon, titanium, and aluminum for those. So I do have the one Tier 3 heater here. I'd like to get another one down. So that is silicon, titanium, aluminum. What do we have over here? Nothing in these. Silicon, titanium, aluminum. Let's see. titanium. We have some titanium. Aluminum is plentiful. Silicon might be the rough one. Have that. Okay, aluminum. And then I need iridium rods, which I think we can just take all of these. Just make some rods out of them. So we have that. Or we have a rod anyway. Alright, so do that. And I think we just need some aluminum, right? Which should be... Oh, we are collecting water now. That's right. Okay, cool. That works. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we are relatively water independent now. Which is good to see. I must have just gotten to that point at the end of the last stream. So we're making decent progress then. That's really good. So I'm not too concerned about water then as I was, because that'll start piling up really quickly. So what does this do? This is doing 1425 heat to 25. Yeah, so these are not even worth keeping around at all. So let's go this down over here for now. And these are, I mean, I'm putting these here temporarily because it doesn't really matter. Another iridium rod. I thought I had another iridium rod hanging around somewhere, but I guess I don't. I might have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I only have 7. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I know these look like an eyesore right now, but once we get to the higher tier, the next tier of those, they have to go outside, so I'm not worried about them being there right now, especially in front of the window. So we're close to... So 155 to the ore extractor, which is going to help out tremendously. That's for pressure, which I believe is coming from our guys over here. Yes, 8.5. So you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. How much more can we get out of there? 25 here. So we got 5 of them. We could do another one here. So I don't want to use up all my titanium and stuff because we're still going to need that, but we do need the pressure to go so we can get to the ore extractor stuff. So it's kind of a trade-off at the moment right now. So get that going. So I have that in our pockets here. And then we're definitely going to try to get rid of some of the solar panels and go over to the nuclear vessels. As we do, let's put this silicon away. But I also want to... Yes, we have that. Do I have a thing for water here? I just have food. Okay, that works. For the moment. We got a bunch of food packets here. So we still have to clear out some of these things. Like I know we still have stuff up here. Should take this just in case. Now, so So we get our jetpack really going. I'm going to take some ice too while it's still here, because this ice is going to start disappearing and we still need it for plant stuff. As we're going. Yeah, Tier 1 rocket's not going to help that much with our land speed, but once we can get to Tier 2 and 3, we'll start to see a nice boost. I can start bringing some of this over. Like we need all this iridium right now. And I mean, there's tons of aluminum, so I'm not too concerned about that. The seeds aren't that fantastic either. Let's grab those. And grab the box up on top. So that's done. So I guess we don't really need anything more from there right now. I mean, there's a lot of aluminum just on the ground, so it's, you can see it all over the place here. So I'm not too concerned about having that. Magnesium is a little bit more interesting. Let's see what we can get. See what we can do here. I think there's still some stuff to pull over from the super secret place. So we'll do that as well. It's not much of anything really that important, but it's nice to do it. And I should probably, I think we have access to the recycler. Oh, we have a biodome too. We got to get that going at some point. But I think we have access to the recycler now. And there's a bunch of things that we could probably toss in there from, you know, the wrecks and stuff. Yeah, we have a recycling machine. 2 deconstruction microchips, 3 super alloy, 10 energy. Can I don't know if I want to spare the energy for it right now. How about can we get, first of all, let's make some, another iridium rod there. And uranium. I do have a uranium rod. I think I need, was it 1 uranium rod? 3 super alloys and 2 water bottles. Okay. So we'll do that. And we'll use this ice to make, you know what? No, I'm going to put this ice in the ice box. So we still need that for things. Grab 2 water bottles here. And what else do we need for that? 3 super alloy for that, and silicon, titanium, aluminum. So that. Titanium, aluminum. I think this is our first rainfall, actually, which is awesome. Silicon, titanium, aluminum. I need aluminum. That's what I need. And super alloy. So we'll grab a couple of super alloy off the ground. Aluminum. 2. And 3. Grab this ice too. Try to fill up the ice box. There will come a point when it's not necessary to have any ice around, but the funny thing is you actually need ice even well beyond when you think you would need it. And that's why I usually gather it up as an ice box, because you need it for quite a while. And then eventually you just don't need it at all. There's other ways, there's other alternative recipes and stuff. There we go. Alright, so how are we doing on power? 91, that's good. 91 is good. What else am I looking at here? So, biodome is definitely the next thing we want because it gives us a ton of oxygen. Even though our oxygen is doing really well right now, we still, more is always better. We've got our heat coming up almost in line with the pressure per, second or whatever those ticks are. I think they're per second. Oh yeah, it even says they're there per second. So that's good. Hey, Outlaw, welcome on in. How you doing? So we have that. So I probably should do that recycler now. 2 deconstruction microchips. What do we need for those? Silicon and magnesium. I forgot I can now pin stuff. At least I can pin one thing. So I need 2 silicon, 2 magnesium. The magnesium I could find. The silicon is going to be the problem right now. So there's magnesium. I saw some magnesium over here somewhere. There we go. Silicon, not so much. Was there silicon in these walls here? I'm okay. I'm okay. No complaints. Everything is going well. There's some uranium in here. I wonder if the randomization kind of changed a little bit, because I don't remember that there being uranium in here, but it's been a little while. Oh no, this is titanium in here. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Still need that anyway. Yeah, I'll have to find a source of silicon somewhere. I mean, once we get the drilling thing, I think we'll be able to just get random good stuff out of it. Or it could just send me an asteroid storm, which it might be doing right now. That would would also work. Oh, you know what? Too. We need to. Yeah, we need to launch some rockets too. But we need rocket engines. We need to get our jetpack first before we do our. Before we start launching rockets. Um. Yeah. No, I'm doing. I'm doing good. Doing good. It's. Got the week started. It wasn't too bad. My meetings today, though there were a ton of meetings, they they're all good meetings. So that was nice. For a change, dealing with people who were genuinely helpful, which is you don't often get to do that. It's almost always competing interests. But today was all like talking with partners and talking with devs at partners, and just kind of everybody's just like getting on the same page and being like, "Yep, let's do this," and that was good. It was refreshing. Because you kind of get like a little beat down sometimes. You feel like you're the only one. This is one of the hard things about development. Is a lot of times you feel like you're the only one. You're the only sane person in the room. Is what it sometimes feels like, right? It's like you're the only one who's got the real picture in mind, and the bigger picture in mind, and all that stuff. And that's never really the case, but it often feels that way. So it's refreshing when you sit down and everybody's just vibing, for want of a better word. Everybody's just kind of trying to do the best job they can do, and genuinely listening and genuinely bouncing ideas off of each other, and all that stuff. It's really nice sometimes, to have that. Yeah, it's actually, I mean, if I'm to be completely honest, it's actually not that rare in development circles. Depending on the company you work for, it's not that rare. It's just you go long periods without it, and you miss it when you do. I wonder if I just take this down, what will I get back from it? I got the silicon I need. Okay, yeah, we'll start dismantling our solar panels so we get the silicon back from those. Because we're going to need that. So I need 2 deconstruction microchips. Alright, and then, what else do I need? 3 super alloy. Okay. Go collect some super alloy from the ground. At least 2 just to make sure we don't run out of it. Because once this place starts filling up with water, we're going to lose access to this ice. Did I get all of the... I don't think I got all the chests down here either. Have to go grab that stuff. Man, they've really improved the skybox. Like, tremendously improved the skybox. It's so cool to see that they added the other planets into the skybox now, and It's just so beautiful. It's so cool to see how this game has evolved from even from its 1.0. Right? It's awesome. It's just plain awesome. Let's do that. Let's eat some food. Let's grab some replacements here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Right click versus left click. It's already getting me. Alright, let's put the... Right now, we'll put this, I guess, in the center here. Or actually, you know what? We can put it over... Put it over in a corner, I guess, right now. There we go. Oh, I forgot the things on the buttons over here. Oh well. Oh well. Put this ice away. Just try to fill up this ice box. There we go. That works. I'd like to get another nuclear reactor down. Maybe, although I could kind of wait. Well, no, these are actually used in the tier 2, I think. Most of the resources for those are used in the tier 2, which isn't for a little while. We're almost to the ore extractor, so I'll wait for that, because that ore extractor takes some power. Well, no. I should get another one down so we can get the ore extractor and the biodome, because this takes a lot of energy, too. So I need uranium rod. Just one uranium rod, right? Yeah. Okay. Don't have enough uranium in there for. But I feel like I picked up a uranium rod somewhere along the way in one of these boxes, maybe this box over there. You know what? Before I go over there, let's see if there's a. I have not gone into the rocky area here yet. Let me see if there happens to be like silicon. Oh, there's our ore extractor. Let's see if there happens to be naturally occurring silicon over here, because that will be rather fantastic. There usually isn't, from all the times I've done the random ores, it usually doesn't really randomize. Like, it randomizes this area, but it doesn't give you like one of the ores that you're looking for usually. Yeah, see, it mostly stays aluminum, which is what this area normally is. Although you do get like uranium, which you don't normally get. There is also some boxes over here, though. I do need the uranium. There's a gold box around here as well. There's a blueprint. I'll take that. Take all that. See if we can get this gold box, because it will have a seed in it. Help out a little bit. And oh, it's got both rods in there too. Well, I'll take it. So, man, Nvidia's getting raked over the coals, aren't they? I kind of got the feeling that this a reckoning was sort of coming. I mean, it's not really that much of a reckoning. It's a lot of the hardware YouTubers, kind of blowing the whistle, uh, which not as many people watch as probably ought to. I mean, they have big audiences, but your typical gamer is not going to probably see or understand what they're doing. But I kind of got the feeling that, like, Nvidia was like going full on marketing mode, and like the 50 series stuff. Ooh, map information rocket, cool. The 50 series stuff has really, to me, felt like Nvidia is just fleecing people right now. I mean, the 40 series kind of felt like it too, but for the more high end things, plus with all the power cable stuff and all that crap going on. But for the whole 50 series, it just feels like the entire 50 series is just a giant Apple tax kind of thing. Where they're just fleecing the hell out of you. What do I need for those? 2 silicon, magnesium, aluminum. There's silicon. That did not give me a silicon. Oh wait, my inventory is full. That's why. Hang on. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like they're trying to manipulate reviews and a whole bunch of stuff. Trying to manipulate coverage of the 5060 that's just come out, and all that stuff. So yeah, stuff is going on there. They're trying to push the software side of things, like the DLSS, frame gen, and all that stuff. From what it sounds like. And that's, I mean, all that stuff is really cool. I always have questioned the usefulness of those things, right? Because it's this is one of the reasons why one of the reasons why I wanted to get into like the game development side of things, because to me a lot of that frame gen stuff sounds like it's just kind of interpolating things, which I don't think is actually the case. I think it's doing something, but it kind of feels like it's creating frames out of nowhere. Like it used to be that it was rendering, like the card was rendering at a higher resolution and then reducing the resolution down to whatever you had it set to, in order to make a crisper experience. But it sounds like there's a lot more craziness going on there now. where it's like they're clocking things at 200 FPS, but is it really 200 FPS? That kind of thing, or are they just kind of fudging some numbers? Right, because it's kind of creating frames that aren't necessarily impactful or useful from a quality perspective, from my understanding, my layman's understanding of it. So kind of weirdness going on there. They're kind of pushing that stuff. I'm sort of looking at the whole thing going like, man, this was the reason why I was kind of more interested in going all AMD with my next build, because it feels like there's some potential shenanigans going on, especially with the 50 series stuff, and also the amount of power those things are chewing down is kind of insane, right? So it wasn't, so it felt like the Radeon cards and stuff were probably the correct price, the price that these cards should have been, NVIDIA cards, but weren't, because they're charging you more. Even though the performance might be better in some cases. But the one thing that a lot of them are pointing out, and this is absolutely true, is that NVIDIA's not really going for gamers anymore, because their company is making a crap ton of money off of the AI stuff now, because they're crafting they're crafting the chips and whatnot. They're fabricating the chips that are doing all this intensive processing. The GPUs have always been really good at compute tasks, and AI is one large compute task at the end of the day. Although I question, given how terrible they are with power situation now, I question how much power we're actually saving by NVIDIA being in the lead of all that. But Microsoft is spinning up nuclear reactors now to try to help power their AI needs. So we'll see where all that goes. Silicon, titanium, aluminum. I should have just saved one of each of these. Let's get another one of these guys down. Alright, so that should get the numbers really going here. Hopefully. Yeah, not too bad. Though we do need the boost on oxygen, so I really need that biodome. Let's pin that. So titanium, aluminum, cobalt, super alloy. We need the Lerma seed, so I have to go grab those seeds over here. Should be able to do that in one run here. I've got a bottle of oxygen on me just in case, but should be able to make it. In a single bound. Seed. Let's get rid of that so I stop looking in it. Worm seeds. Good. All right. Let's head back. Yes, this is running on my Linux box. Yep. This is running on my Linux Mini PC, which I've been playing with for the last couple weeks. So this is not even the tower PC that I'm building. This is just the little mini thing that's just sitting on my desk here. It's like a little. It looks like a little set-top box almost. And it's pretty good. I mean, for stuff like this where, you know, you're not trying to push. I mean, the graphics are, you know, it's pushing some graphics, but it's not like, it's not, you know, state-of-the-art ray tracing, all that nonsense. You know, a lot of the indie games aren't trying to go for that anyway. So it works out really well for that. Let's go put some of these in here for one, and then iron away. Alright, so we need 2 cobalts, an aluminum, and 2 titanium. And then I need 3 super alloy, which we have 1 there. I need 2 more. But yeah, a lot of the stuff on Linux is... There's quite a lot of games on Linux that just run better because there's, you know, just the threading model and all that stuff is just is more robust. You know, your background processes on Linux aren't taking up all the horsepower of your machine and all that stuff. So it's pretty good from that perspective. Let's go put this say maybe right around here, because this will be still above water. So we'll say like, I need iron for that. Put it up in the air so I can build around it as needed. I should have kept that piece of iron I put away. Hey, Mystic, welcome on in. Yeah, this game is fantastic. I love this game. The Moons DLC just came out, and it's sounds like it's going to be pretty awesome. There we go. That's right. I need a whatchamadoozit. Yes. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Everything's going well. Yeah, the DLC is free. Yep. Iron, titanium, silicon. Iron, let's see what we got going on here. I need more iron. I don't know why I'm not just taking more with me. It'll it'll play off your existing save file. So you'll gain access to everything. What it's done is it's added to the end of the terraformation path here. So all the way at the back end here. So at 4.0 TTI and then 4.15 for these, it gives you a extraction platform, a solar system screen, and an interplanetary travel rocket. And then basically once you build these, you can go to one of the moons, but you can't come back until you've built them on the moon. So it's a one-way trip until you terraform the moon to a point where you can travel back to it. And you can do it not only on the 2 new moons that they introduced, but you can also use it if you're on, like I'm on Pioneer here. You can also use it to go to Humble, which was the other DLC moon that they introduced. Or if you're on Humble, you can use it to come to Pioneer or the other moons. So, yeah. Yeah, so it integrates with all that stuff now. The last time I played this was before they introduced the rovers and stuff, and this has rovers and stuff in it now, so I need to do that. Oh yeah, it's great. And they've also added all the stuff to the skybox. All the different moons now. So the skybox looks just fantastic now. Which is really great. Yeah, this game is just fantastic. I love just what they've done with it. Did I get the iron that I was supposed to get? Yeah, I did. All the butterflies, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting to the butterfly part soon rather than later. You're not gonna let me do it because it's too close to the ground, really? Or oh no, it's not that. It's this. This is in the way. You know. There it is. There it is. All right. So this should be producing some oxygen for us. Well, and some biomass eventually here. All right, so we got that rolling. It almost fully terraformed. Yeah, I have I've gotten almost to that point as well. The closest I've gotten was during a hardcore run. So I had the hardcore mode turned on where you have just one life and it deletes your save when you die. And I got really far along, and then I went into one of the I went into one of the newer, so there was a patch that came down during my hardcore run that introduced the one area here on this planet that had the larger facilities that you can use a bomb to get into. And I got turned around. I got lost. I forgot to bring, I forgot to bring the glow sticks with me to drop on the ground so I could find my way back out. And I just ran out of resources and died in that, and it deleted my whole save. And I was like, I had oxygen, I had, water, everything. Like I was almost to like, I think I was like 3.0 or something TTI. Pretty far along. So that was a little heartbreaking, but that was the breaks of the game. So that was the closest I got. This time around, I have a lot of the same settings, but I don't have it in hardcore mode. So I've got random ores turned on. I've got the terraformation cranked down, so it takes longer to do things, and stuff like that. But I don't have hardcore on because I do want to get to like the new DLC stuff at some point here. My foot is okay. It's been behaving itself. Thankfully. I did like this morning. I kind of my hip is a little is hurting me a little bit. I think I kind of didn't stretch enough this morning before I did my treadmill run. So I kind of like it's not it's not going to be anything bad. I don't think it's not going to be debilitating or anything. It's just kind of very very sore. Like I worked the muscles a little wrong. But it's but otherwise I'm okay. I've been okay for a little while here, so that's cool. I still don't know what's triggering the foot to be that bad like that. I wish I knew. I just don't know what's doing that. It would be nice to know. It would be really nice to know. But I don't. Yeah, I and something's going on with my doctor. I had to see. I'm seeing my normal primary doctor this week on Friday. Something's going on with my doctor though, because it's like I'm getting bills from the insurance company. They're saying like they're no longer in network, which is just driving me batty. Because when they're not in network, the insurance company just won't cover. I mean, I'm under my deductible, so they're not going to cover much anyway. But when they're out of network, they take the excuse not to cover hardly anything. So I got to figure out what's going on there and why they think why they're suddenly out of network. Because I might have to get another doctor. Which is, I mean, I guess that's par for the course at this point. So we'll see. Squash seeds. Right. So I don't know. Insurance companies being insurance companies. So I like the company I work for, but they have really dropped the ball when it comes to our insurance coverage and stuff. They keep saying every time there's an update, they keep saying like, oh, there's, this year, we're paying just the same amount that you used to pay before. And, you don't have to, your insurance isn't going up. And I'm like, well, that's great and all, but our insurance sucks. That's why it's not going up, is that it just sucks. It's like there's a $2,000 deductible, and before they'll pay anything, and then after that it's like they'll only pay 80%, and it's just like it's just the worst. And then like it's all like our company is based in North Carolina, so their insurance is based in North Carolina, and trying to find doctors and stuff that are covered under it is a real pain, because it's just the way the rules are about things, and it's just so annoying. And But, you know, God forbid we have national coverage. God, yeah. Everything's got to be private because somebody's got to make some money off of it. Yeah. And the real kicker of it, without getting too political or anything, but the real kicker of it is in Pennsylvania, we actually, if they would put up the money and get us like a Pennsylvania based insurance company, they're actually pretty decent here. I mean, they're not cheap, but once you get like a Keystone whatever, like basically I go to any doctor for anything for any reason, and the coverage is usually really, really good in my experience and all that stuff. It's just, you know, we're in it just feels like as soon as you go down south and you want to get health coverage, it's like super gougy, right? Like they don't want to pay for anything. God forbid you need even like God forbid you have a hangnail, you know, that needs to be looked at. You know, it's just like they don't want to put up for anything at all, and it's just really insane. You know, they want you to do all these wellness programs, but then they don't want to pay for them. So it's like, well, something's got to give here, friends. You know, it's very much like it feels like the further south you go, the more the health coverage is like elixirs and gemstones and you know and prayer. Right? It's like look, at some point you gotta pay for something, right? Like, we have all this technology and stuff. It ain't cheap, it ain't free. And you know, people's health depend on getting good coverage, and they just don't seem like they want to put up for it. And I don't, you know, that's part of, like, as far as our company is concerned, that's part of what the benefits package is part of what attracts and retains employees, and I don't think they understand that, because again, they're not necessarily in a competitive market down there. Like, if it was up north here, there's a much more competitive market as far as technology companies are concerned, and so benefits become a really important point. Why does this wreck feels much smaller than it used to be? Am I missing something here? I feel like this was a lot bigger before. I know there's a part of it that you can unlock with some power, but I don't know where the hell that's at anymore. Oh, I mean, there's the door there, but where's the... Like, in order to get through that door, you need to have the whatchamacallit, the generator, and I don't know where even the generator is at. But there should be a generator room and stuff there, so you can get through the doorways. You can provide power and stuff. What am I missing here? Clearly I'm walking past something. Like, to get through this door, I thought maybe that wasn't one of the doors that opens. Maybe this isn't a place that has a generator. I don't remember now. I just remember this being bigger for some reason. Huh. Guess not. Alright. It's fine. But yeah. I mean, that's just the plight right now is I mean, as far as like, I'm just doing the daily checkups now, like the every 3 months or whatever checkups now. There's not much else they can do for me. The ball's in my court, even more so now that the vascular doctor was like, yeah, you've just got lymphedema. Good luck with that. So yeah, I need to get all that together. Ooh, tier 2 jetpack. I would like to make a tier 1 jetpack. So, and you know, it is like they're all. I don't blame the doctors and stuff. I mean, they're, you know, there's. They would love nothing more than to have me just constantly keep scanning and scanning and scanning to see if they could find something, but like, at some point it just gets to be, too much. Like, I'm just tired of being probed, and man, they have a whole bunch of new seeds now too. Yeah, I'm just at the point where I'm like tired of just being poked and prodded and scanned and all that stuff. And I'm ready to just try to somehow. Yeah, I don't want to take any more of those right now. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, let me just do what I gotta do. The hard part right now is it's like I'm struggling to like I've plateaued for a while now. I'm kind of struggling to, like, my hunger you know, problems are cropping up again. You know, like I'm having difficulty not stuffing my face. So I'm trying to control that again. Yeah, it was going good for a while there, and it's just like, okay. But I've kind of had like a little bit of a regression there. It's thankfully not nowhere near as bad as it was. Like, I've only put like a few pounds on, but I'm not like losing. So I'm trying to work on that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, you know, and you know, I appreciate the doctors, you know, they want to prescribe GLPs and all that stuff, and I get it. I understand why they want to do that, because a lot of people have problems like this. But my problem is not, I feel like my problem is not, like, those are, and I've probably mentioned this before, but those are very mechanical solutions, right? Like, those work by making it so that your stomach doesn't empty as quickly, and so that's in turn supposed to make you feel fuller for longer, but it's not really, the feeling fuller part isn't really the part that I feel like I have the problem with. Like, it's definitely a problem, but it's not like, my problem is a little bit deeper than that, I feel like, because in many cases I don't feel hungry, and yet I'm still stuffing my face. You know, and that's the part that's kind of throwing me a little bit. Is how do I control that part? And that's and I'm not convinced that that's something that GLP will actually solve. You know, I mean, because being hungry or not being hungry does not really seem to be the thing that's stopping me from indulging. It's more of a attitude thing. Attitude's probably not the right word. It's more of a psychological thing. Let's put these in there. Make another storage locker there out of that. I'll hold on to that silicon right now. And it really doesn't help that it's like I want to just keep healthy stuff around, and then that way when I get a craving, I'm just eating healthy stuff, and I by and large do, but it's really hard to keep healthy things around the house because everything is just so expensive and difficult to come by, and there's not a lot of healthy options. You know, everything's just so chock full of crap. Like even I might have mentioned this before, like green tea, for instance. Like most of the green tea that you find around that you don't have to brew yourself, that's already pre-brewed, is just so full of just sugar and everything. And it took me forever, but I found like Wegmans actually has a green tea that's literally just pretty much just green tea. And just it, but trying to find, trying to collect enough of that to, because they don't really sell it in gallon jugs, they sell it in like smaller formats. So it's like, how do you keep enough of that around, and all that stuff. Bean seeds. But, whatever. What was in there? You know, just gotta keep on trucking and keep on trying. I mean, I'll eventually get there. I'll eventually get to the point where, hopefully you'll start to really see some improvements with my legs and stuff. I mean, it sounds to me like that's largely the issue. It's just, you know, if I were to lose a whole bunch of weight, that it would make make all the difference. So I hope that's the case. We'll see. I'm gonna take this and the rest of that, or some of that anyway. I was kind of hoping there would be rocket engines in those chests, but we've still got other places we can go find those. I think the next thing is to go to the big, usually the big crash over in the desert there historically has had a lot of rocket engines in it when I've gone through it. So hopefully that holds up. Because they're right now pretty expensive to craft, but usually you can find a whole crap ton of them for free, and that will help out tremendously because that not only gives me my jetpack, but it will also allow me to launch a whole bunch of rockets, which will help with the terraforming. Oh, well, there's a... Okay, we'll have to come back there. There's another blueprint. Also, I forgot to put down, I gotta put down the ore extractor. So we'll do that. Let me put my oxygen tent down first here, so I don't use the resources from it. Go. All right. There, uranium in there. Go, before I forget, let's go grab that blueprint I saw along the way. And there's some iridium in there too, I think. I gotta grab this now because this will also be underwater, this box. So grab them while you see them. Grab that. There's some free water in there too. Ooh, we got silicon in here. That's good. I haven't had any asteroid storms for a while. We were getting them pretty fast and furious earlier, but I wonder if there's been a tweak to that. When you get to a certain level, you don't get them quite as much. Okay, let's do blueprints. Display case. Map. Vehicle. Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder when do I unlock vehicles? Because those would be really great early on. I wish I could get to vehicles earlier than this, because it feels like by the time I get to a vehicle, I don't need it that badly. I mean, it'll still be useful, but it's not like a game changer. Like early on, if I could get like a buggy early on, that would be a game changer compared, when it comes to like traversing the world and stuff. But okay, so I have that. Are these finished growing? They are. I need another, I need some more of them at some point. I also need a water box. So I have enough in there. Let's do this. Like so. And I'll transfer all the water into there from over here. Got that. All the food in there for the most part. I need a place for all these flowers too. Somewhere along the way. It'll be really nice when we can, when I have the drones flying around and automatically sorting all this stuff out for me. There we go. Okay. What are we at? We're at 57% of the way to liquid water. So we're getting there. I feel like we're still lagging on the oxygen of all things. Even though, well, I mean, the number is pretty high. So maybe not, because we're actually a lot further along with oxygen than we are the other things. But I could use a boost in heat and pressure. Also, before I forget, so ore extractor. Titanium, aluminum. I need a iridium rod. So let's go craft that. Two osmium. We'll get the rest off the ground here. So we need 2 osmium and aluminum and a super alloy. There's the aluminum, and then I need the super alloy around here somewhere. Somewhere. There we go. You can see how much I've mined it out that I'm going further and further away to find it. Also, did we have enough heat yet? This ice has melted over here. Give us a little bit easier access. Gotta get right up on it though. It's starting to melt. We're almost there. 500. Yeah, we're almost there. We can almost make it through. Oh, where's the box? Oh, here it is. I was like, where's this box at? I know there's one in here. Couldn't find it. Oh, there's uranium. Yeah, let's take that. We gotta get back though. Our oxygen is getting low. Grab this along the way so it keeps producing water for us. Okay. And so that gives us everything we need for the ore extractor. All right, we're going to throw the ore extractor down here. And I should get some random ore out of it. Hopefully the stuff we actually need. There's that. Here it is. That is if we didn't run out of power. Should keep an eye on that. Where's my... I need uranium rod. Do I have another uranium rod over here? No, but I got enough uranium to do it. Let's do that. There's 2 uranium rods. And then I need... what am I doing? I need 2 water bottles. And 3... super alloy. Let's go do that. There's 1. Oh, here we go. 2 and 3. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, let's see what this guy is drilling. Iron. Okay, good. So he should be getting random stuff. When it shows iron like that, it means he's going to get random ores, not specific ores. But it's going to be random, like, tier 1 ores, which is fine because that's kind of what I need right now. It's a lot of the tier 1 ores, like the iron and the silicon and all that stuff that I have a hard time getting. Are you serious? Am I getting a... No. Okay. I was like, I just put an ore thing down. Are you going to give me asteroids down and give me all the ores that I needed in the first place? It would be just like the game to be like, oh yeah, you just did this. Congratulations. Here, have some for free. Oh, speaking of, you know what? We should put another one of these down. Since I have the resources for it. Let's get, I keep looking in the food place, but let's get 2 more water bottles and 3 more alloy. And while we're here, let's see if I can grab some stuff out of boxes. Go 2, 3. you know, the other thing that's really great about this game too is that you like the terraformation process makes such a huge visual impact. Like it feels great to just watch it unfolding. Like you go from a planet that's just like Mars like and just orange and awful. And then you get like a blue sky, and then you start to get rain, and then we'll start to get, we'll get some water, some rivers and lakes and stuff appearing, and then you start to get vegetation growing, and just like, and insects and bees and all that stuff. It's just so cool to see the transformation happen over time. Before you know it, you're standing in this lush valley that was just barren and awful, only a few hours prior. And that's really cool. Let's grab this, the rest of this stuff. There we go. Because that's going to be, once we start getting liquid water, that's going to be underwater. So I want to try to clear out the boxes in this valley before everything's underwater and it just becomes that much harder to find them again, or to even remember that they're there. One thing I wanted to see though, how are we doing with? We're not actually getting any biomass or anything yet. Have I skipped a step here? This is supposed to give us some biomass, right? No, this just gives us oxygen and energy. Okay. What was the... There's something that gives us biomass. Oh, it's the grass spreader, right? Which... and the flower spreader will. But where... have I unlocked those yet? I've got the grass spreader. See, the problem with the grass spreader is... It sucks, ultimately, but... It also gives us the... It also starts to boost our plants, which then gives us access to this other stuff, right? So once we start getting plants, that gives us the beehives, and then the butterfly dome, and then that starts to give us all like the biomass and the insects, the animals, and all that stuff. So we gotta do the grass spreader here. So I actually have most of the stuff already in my inventory. I just need another bottle of agua and another thing there. But let's put these pulsar quartz away. We don't need them just yet. We will need them soon, though. Do I have a fabric thing here? I do. There. Over here, and... that, and then I need magnesium. There's some over here on the ground. Grab I've walked past a couple times. Alright, let's throw this grass spreader over here for the moment. We'll be getting rid of this once we get better stuff. But that should start to boost our plants and things. Yeah. Biomass. Yeah, both our biomass and our plants are going up. Okay. That's good. Need to start setting up our like office up in this place too. It's gonna have all of our interface stuff here, all our screens, our information screens. Mapping and transmissions. Yeah. Also, I wanted to do the new thing, which was the internal staircase. Where was that at? I saw that in here somewhere. Did I unlock that yet? I got a display case. We need that too. Did Hey, Kane, welcome on in. Yeah, this game is super fun. I love this game. I have like almost... I think I had something like 100 hours or so in it so far. Well, I got the indoor ladder. I thought there was... Where was that other one I saw? Was that... Did we have that unlocked yet? Tier 5 backpack. Vehicle station's at 6.5. I thought I saw a... Where did I see that at? Oh, interior stairs is at 80. Oh, that's... Okay. That's way too off. Too far off. Alright, we'll do the indoor ladder. We'll do the indoor ladder. Hey, Premier. Welcome on in. Not ready yet. What am I looking at? Yeah, I need cobalt. I was like, can't remember what the other thing is. So we'll just do it. Well, I can't do anything there right now. It's not gonna let me put it down until we have something on top. What is this? This is 3 iron. 1, 2, 3. 3 titanium. And 2 super alloy. We got... Where's my other super alloy at? There we go. Nice. Where do I want to put this? Probably right on top of that one. It's hard to angle this. Please go up on top. There we go. That's probably the one complaint I have about the game is that the building, when you're trying to build stuff, it's very, very finicky. Everything else about the game works really well, but when you're trying to build stuff around, it tends to get kind of awkward and difficult. Titanium and cobalt. Let's do this. Iron, cobalt, titanium, cobalt. All the titanium there. And all the cobalt. And we'll grab a bunch of iron. Alright, so... go. And apartment window. I need a little bit more iron, but so far so good there. Very nice. Actually, I do need some. I might be able, I might be able to put the screens in the middle there. Let's see if I can do that. So let's grab this guy. And can I put you in the middle of this? I can. Very nice. All right. Let's do the same thing. You guys are ready. Oops. Same thing with that. Okay. Okay. I need some desks here. I need iron for that. Do I not have any iron? Oh, I do, but it's... No, I don't. I need some iron. What's the likelihood that we've dug up some iron over here? Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Yeah, we're getting silicon and stuff. This is good. That is good stuff. All right. So I want a desktop. Right there, maybe. I don't know if that's centered, but whatever. And let's get one. I need more iron. Let's go. I did say I wanted to go grab some of the boxes off the ground, so let's do that. Is the grass spreading over here? Yeah, kinda. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Okay. That. Quite make it. There's also, I still have some boxes up there with stuff in it too. I mean, I got stuff all over the place here. Even in the other area over there, past the mountains. It'll be a little bit easier to get over to that once we get a jetpack, because I know of a way to glitch yourself over that wall, over that mountain. I mean, eventually an asteroid breaks that mountain down, and you can just walk between it. But before that happens, you can actually get over there. You just have to have a jetpack to do it. Okay. That. Let's sustain ourselves here. It does feel like at certain points of the game, I don't know if there's like a timer issue, like an internal timer issue with the game or whatnot, but it does feel like at certain points, like you start to use up water and stuff a lot faster. And it's not consistent. Like when you first start the game up, it feels like it goes at a different rate than when you've had the game running for a bit. And it might be just me, but it kind of feels like that's happening. Okay. Alright, so we can start to move things out of here. Do I have enough locker yet? Let's get a miscellaneous locker down right now. And just dump all this stuff in there so it's out of the hall there once I clear out my inventory a little bit. Titanium, silicon, aluminum, and where did I put the? Now I don't know where I put it. Miscellaneous. Those in there right now. Who goes in there? We'll grab this stuff. And let's grab that space food there. It's one hell of a building. Yeah, it does tend to grow as you go. Because you just need, like, the problem now is, like, in the early game like this, is you just need storage. And these storage containers fill up very, very quickly. So you end up having to just need all this space just so you can make all these containers. And then later on, you get these super dense containers, but you still need a whole bunch of room for those. So it's like you're always constantly fighting to have enough room for things. Let's grab that. With all of that. throw as much of this into miscellaneous as I can right now. I do want to build, I want to build the trophy case so we can put those trophies away in there. Oh, what's going on? We're getting, something happen here? Why did that turn blue? Suddenly, the lighting became blue in here. I don't know why. It's weird and interesting. I wonder if it's because I put those skylights in. It's kind of bleeding through to the first floor here a little bit. Huh, that's weird. Anyway, where's this? I need cobalt and super alloy for that. Cobalt. Go pick up a super alloy off the ground. Oh, FTL music. It's been a while since I've heard that. Okay. Over in the corner, maybe? Okay, I could maybe put this over here. Let's catty corner it. I like that you can now put things into the wall. That's the yellow now. I used to not be able to do that. But now you can kind of shove them into the wall a little bit. Cool. There we go. Alright, and iron and cobalt for that one. I think that's the only other one I need there, is just that iron and cobalt for that one. Get iron for those. Oh, I need cobalt. There we go. Nice view. Nice panoramic view. Very good. Very, very good. So the only problem here is I'm going to eventually probably put something over there. So it might, I might end up getting rid of this window there, but we'll see. I think if anything, I'll expand out this way some more. Alright, I've kept that. Yeah, this is relatively empty on this side. Once we, I mean, these are, like I said, these are only here temporarily. The next level up on those is going to be, they have to be outside for. So that's why I'm not sweating that too much. So I do have the tier 4 backpack and stuff, right? I checked that out earlier. Yes. I don't have the next exoskeleton unlocked though, do I? No. And I don't have the explosive powder for that yet. It's going to take some time. We should go see what our power situation is. How are we doing on that? Oh, we have 149 available. Okay, we're pretty good in that regard. Let's go set this away. So we need some room. Eat that right now. Let me drink one of these right now. Let me also see how we're doing with this. 102. 865 is where we get the biolab. This is 80 tons of plants before we get to the beehive. I definitely need to put down more grass spreaders and stuff, which I hate, but it is what it is. When do I get the flower spreader? High quality food. So the tier 2 flower, oh, is this, that's the algae generator. The tier 2 flower spreaders at 500 kilograms. So the tier 1 must be in the other thing. I should hide. Isn't there a... I remember there being a option to hide older tier stuff. Options. Oh, they have an I'm stuck button now. Oh, nice. Okay. I think that's new. Where is the... Oh, you know what? It was something you have to craft, isn't it? It was a microchip, I think, that allows you to hide lower tier recipes so that your menu doesn't get all... isn't so busy. All that stuff, so that doesn't fill up. It's a lot easier that we can just grab this stuff now instead of trying to find it out in the world. So that is that stuff. Isn't it here? So I do need to make the map microchip, but I have to find obsidian. That's one thing we haven't found yet, is any obsidian. This takes a methane cartridge, which we're not quite there yet. Tier 4, I think I have the tier 4 mining speed. Yes, I do. The tier 2 torch I don't have though, right? No, I should do that. That is, where's that? Aluminum, magnesium, sulfur. There's some sulfur on the ground. Let's go grab that. Actually, right here. Passing by it a ton. Where are we at here? Magnesium. And aluminum. Alright, good stuff. Let's go craft that. Cool. So our light should be a little bit brighter. Not much, but a little bit more. The compass is also very... I do have a compass, though. Yeah. Compass. I don't have the tier 2 deconstruction yet, though. That will be very useful once we get it. Okay. What else do I have access to in order to progress things? We're gonna need to put some more grass spreaders down. Let's pin that. So let's get at least 3 more than that. How much power do I have again? I got plenty of power. Okay. Let's do, so I need magnesium, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. How many Lerma seeds do I have over here? 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll do 5. So let's get 5 magnesium and then 5 aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to grab another one. And then I need 10 water bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have just enough room for one more aluminum for the other thing. That works out well. It was meant to be. Oh, come on, I'm like usually stumbling over it. Here we go. Okay. Let's get these down so we start getting our biomass up. Start progressing that at a better rate. Yeah, some of the grass is growing over there. All right. Yep. That should help a little bit. There's a couple other screens we have to make too, right? Mapping screen. Transmissions. And these other ones. Yeah, just the mapping screen and the transmission screen. So compass and then iron and silicon for that. So I need another compass chip. Silicon, magnesium, and 2 aluminum. Let's go get 2 aluminum. Saw one over here. Actually, there's 2 in a row right here. I'll grab that magnesium too. And we just need some silicon. Let me check the driller just in case. Some already in here. There is. Let's go grab all that. Okay. So we go and make the compass microchip, and then I need one more silicon here. All right. Can make the mapping screen. All right. Which we don't have a satellite in orbit, so we can't use that yet. And then the transmissions screen, we just need two silicon for that. This is all the lore bits that we picked up along the way. Although I need the antenna. Did we unlock the antenna yet? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Get that going. So silicon, aluminum, iron, and yeah, I just need aluminum now. So there's one over here. I keep seeing. There we go. All right. You know, But for right now, put it up on top of there. Maybe. Might not let me do it though. I might have to put it on the ground for now, and we can move it later. I feel like there's a way to get it to go up on top of the buildings, but I don't remember what I need to do in order to make that happen. Oh, I didn't want to eat that. Oh well, I ate that. Okay, actually these look like they're grown. They are. That's good. You know what? I don't want to eat the eggplant because that's actually used for something else. So just keep the beans around on us. Because there's 60 health. And then this is 250, 200, 200. This is 400. That's 300. So maybe put one more thing down here. Let me see where we're at with it. Oh, here's the biomass going up there. Pressure and heat are good. Oxygen is moving a little bit. It wouldn't hurt to put another thing down though. So I need a water bottle, and I need 2 silicon, magnesium, and aluminum. So grab some aluminum. Gonna look over here real fast. I'm not getting any aluminum out of that, right? Okay. We'll eventually need to put another ore thing down, but once we get to tier 2 on that, then it will actually just pick up specific stuff. If we put it in the right areas, but I need to get the mapping. I need to get the satellite launch for the mapping so we can see what the different areas are around. Grab that thing. Let's grab it. Put that in there for now. There's a couple more golden boxes I need to grab that will have more of the top flowers in them. But I forget at the moment where they're at. I know there's another. I know I got the one out of the gold box over there, but I haven't collected the box yet. So I do need to do that at some point. I believe there's one. I'm trying to think of which ones are accessible to me right now. And I think there's a bunch up on top of those cliffs, but I'm not really able to get there yet. I think the more important thing is let's go through that wreck over there and start to see if I can get some rocket engines, because that's kind of blocking us right now a little bit. How's my okay, let's put some of this water away. That stuff there, cool. Alright. grab our oxygen tent. And we'll go for a run here. The only downfall of spending all my time in this area is that up there in the mountains, you can kind of see off in the distance, it's all snow and ice covered. It's really cool looking, but it's also a very difficult area to start. By the time we get up there, it's all going to be lakes and rivers and lush. So you won't get to see, you know, really what it looks like when you first start out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's another gold box out in the desert here somewhere, and I don't. It's under one of these rocks, and I don't remember which one it is under. So I'm looking for this before and not found it. I think there's one over there too, in the clearing. You can see there's still some ice over there blocking the path. All right, let's put this down here. We've got the slightly better flashlight now, which will be nice. Main thing is just not to get lost. That's the most difficult thing, because I do get turned around quite a bit in these places. I already took the blueprint out of that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Space food fertilizer. That works. Bunch of aluminum. More spacesuits. We'll collect spacesuits sooner. Oh wow, a whole box full of iron. Well, that's a thing. I feel like either I put that there at some point, or I just got really trolled. One or the other. Yeah, those are good stuff. Oh, we got bioplastic nuggets here. That's good. We're seeing mushroom seeds. I'm not seeing some of the stuff that I really want. Oh, and we're getting bombarded with asteroids. Inside. Let's make a foundation grid there. New message received. Oh, because I put the thing down. Communication antenna. I need locker storage. Not there. Oh. Hitting close. This there right now. course, my water is low. That'd be the one thing that would have to force me to go back. Iridium. Some more Lerma seeds. Ah, there we go. Rocket engine. That's what I'm looking for. We got one rocket engine. Let's see if we can get a couple more. We've unlocked a sign. Tusca seed. Another small container that's empty. Luma seed. Oh, rocket engine. Yes. Yes. All the rocket engines. All of them. Bean seeds, Lerma seeds. I don't need to grab any more of those right now. Wait, this needs one reactor thing? Oh, there's a blueprint, finally. Jeez. It's getting a little concerned. Oh, my oxygen is getting a bit low. Let's get out of here. So I don't have to use the oxygen bottle. Don't get stuck on things. That could be catastrophic. Okay. Put those in there. I feel like we got most of this. Explored right now. I gotta be on the lookout for rocket engines laying on the ground though, because I forgot that those can be just laying out. They're a lot harder to see than just looking in the boxes. And these already. Oh, you know what? I should pull the iridium and stuff out of there because those are very useful right now. I'll pull the Tusca seed too because that's 400%. Eggplant seeds. I don't need any more of those at the moment. Most of this stuff is hidden behind the doors that we can only open once we create a power thing for that, which I have. Ironically, the most of the resources for, but I don't have I haven't unlocked the blueprint for it. Okay, I think we got this place explored. We got a couple rocket engines, which is good. I was kind of hoping for some more, but you know, we have enough for. I have enough for a jetpack and maybe one rocket. I can't take all of this stuff. I need to take the thing with me. I don't think I can. I might be able to run all the way back. Well, I ran over here in one breath. It's just, and I have enough resources I can make another oxygen tent. Maybe I'll leave this here as a little outpost. Let's go for it. No stops along the way. Yeah, I mean, there's our. I mean, it's within visual range, but and we've got plenty of oxygen still, so it's. This is the point where things start to get a little bit nicer because you can kind of. You don't need to stop every 5 seconds to jump into the oxygen tent and then jump back out again. And I've never gotten to play with the rover stuff, the vehicle stuff. So I'm really excited to see that. We're getting close to unlocking that part of it. Alright. Iridium. Uranium. Let's come over here and those in there for the moment. That and that. And the seed for a moment. Okay, and some food we can put away. There, let's get this blue. Oop, where did I? Oh, it's upstairs. Like, where did I put my blueprint thing? It's up here now. Decode. Vehicle unlimited oxygen? Really? Unlimited oxygen in the vehicle? Well, that's just awesome. When do I get my vehicle? when do I get that? I want that now. I so want that right now. What does that unlock under? So there's pressure. Algae generator is the next thing. Tier 4 heaters at 63 ppt, so we really need to push the oxygen a bit so I can get that really cranking. Vehicle station 6.5 MTI. Oh, we still got a ways to go because tier 5 backpack is the next one at 5. We're at 3.7. So I need to start really pushing. Like, this is the sum of all these other ones, and these are pushing pretty good, the heat and pressure right now, but I need to start pushing the oxygen quite a bit. Flower pots, really, they give you 2.5 oxygen per second? Really? This is 54. Well, okay, 54 versus 2.5. All right, I get that. I mean, this wouldn't hurt to have up in here, actually. And just put some of those other seeds in there just to get them out of the box. Oh, they take fertilizer. I mean, I have the one thing of fertilizer. I guess I could use it. I guess I could use it. Let's see. Put it over here, right? Cobalt, magnesium. We'll just grab a. I guess a null. Oh, there's our biolab. Okay, we'll grab a null seed, I guess. And we'll just put this down. Maybe right here. Oh, it's a floating one. I didn't even realize it would float like that. Okay. So here's our messages. And let's eat something and drink. Put this away. Where's our... I want to go through the space food first because that's not as... It's only 40 health versus the beans. The homegrown stuff. Let's grab the rest of the water out of here so it doesn't get logged or jammed up where it can't make any more. There we go. These are also grown. It's good. We're getting some good. We're getting a bunch of food now stored. So our basic needs like food and water are pretty much taken care of now. Oxygen's the last thing we really need. The most important thing, but also the longest one to really take care of. Where's my so biolab takes 32 energy. What was the what's the thing I'm trying to think of here? There was something. Oh, the jetpack. It takes 2 rocket engines. It's so necessary, though. Alright. 2 rocket engines and titanium. Alright, we'll use it for that instead of the rockets. And crafting one is iridium rod, 2 uranium, and a super alloy, which is not terrible. It's just the iridium rod that it takes, really. And the uranium, really, because those are 2 things that, like, you need the uranium for power generation at this point right now. But we'll make the jetpack, put that on. And then tier 2 is just super alloy sulfur, osmium, aluminum. All of which I'm going to just grab off the ground here. Sulfur, osmium. Let's look around. There's aluminum. I just need the super alloy. There we go. Bam. All right. Get this crafted at least. Cool. All right. So we should be able to jetpack around. There we go. Very good. All right. A little bit easier to build. So I want to get the bio lab going, but I mean, having a bio lab connected to all this would be really swell. Unfortunately, I got this in the way, which I forgot about. But yeah, I could probably put it right there. Make it relatively central to the build. We can get to it a little bit easier. Two osmium, aluminum, and 3 super alloy. How much power do I have right now? I have enough. It takes 32. That's going to have our available power, but it's necessary and worth it. So let's take care of that right now. This will be, I think, the last thing we do tonight, though, because it's getting a bit late. What's funny, though, is I am, like, wide awake. Like, this is one of those games that just kind of, like... This is one of those games where I could very easily go without sleep. Like, it just kind of, like, as you play it more and more, it just kind of... It kind of gives you life. And this is that type of thing. Like, I have to drag myself away because, you know, sleep is important. But I could easily... There's a few games that I've come across that I could easily, you know, play all night. And it's this one. It's Horizon Zero Dawn was another one I played. Like, not play all night, but ones that I could play like 10, 11 hours of. Like, I think I had one Horizon Zero Dawn session when I was streaming it where I played for like 12 hours or something. 10 hours maybe. It was pretty significant. See, of course I spun this the wrong way. But it kind of has to go that way because that's the way. Yeah, all right, fine. Just have to walk around to get to it. So this is where we need algae for the fertilizer and stuff. The other thing here is that's where we need mushrooms. Start growing. There's more stuff we have to grow. Get in there. The other thing about the biolab is if I can start to get some automation going with drones and stuff, that will help out tremendously. So we have a shredder. That's just a destroy item straight up. Which I've never really had a need for the shredder. Just destroying things. Like the recycler has been so much more useful. Okay. Fences, angled foundations. You know, once we get a bunch of iron going and stuff. Let's grab all that out of there. I can start to like beautify this place a little bit. That, and let's put all this stuff away. What do I got? Titanium and aluminum, or titanium and silicon. There we go. We're starting to stockpile some things now, which is quite nice. Let's grab a little bit more water. You can see what the effect the jetpack has. Like we're moving at much faster rate instead of running. So that'll help us get around even faster. Alrighty then. Cool. Oh, we're at the liquid water stage. Awesome. Awesome. So we should start to actually see some water begin to pool up here. I don't know. At some point it'll rain and it'll start to pool. I don't know if it starts to pool before the rains come. I'm not really seeing anything right now. Oh, wait, nope. There we go. There we go, right over here. Yep. You can see it. The water is starting to come about here. This is actually right where I think you start in the... This is one of the starting positions. So that starts to flood almost immediately. Oh, there's 2 blueprints in this thing? Holy hell. What am I sleeping on here? Holy sleeper, Batman. But yeah, the water has begun over there too, and the crater that we started in will really start filling up to the point where everything that we looked at will be, like, all the stuff that I built will be completely submerged. Which was the other reason why I moved everything that I could out of that lower area up to the cliff face. Let's see what these blueprints are. These might be really good blueprints. There's also another box I need to pick up over there too. Tier 2 speed increase for the vehicle, and Tier 2 equipment increase for the vehicle. Man, I'm hyped about this vehicle. It sounds fantastic. Like I said, I kind of wish they would give it to you a little bit earlier. I mean, I get it. It kind of lowers the difficulty a bit, but feels like by the time I get this vehicle, it's going to be almost obsolete. Almost. Let's grab this box because it's going to be underwater soon. And did I got the gold box over here, right? And I already picked it up, I think. Pretty sure I did. And this is also this is why I say with the jetpack I can get up over that wall and we can get over to our other base. Oh, I got sulfur there. Okay. Because you can kind of angle yourself in a way that you can make it before you're really supposed to. And then we can, I mean, once I get some rockets launched here, we can start to plan out where we're going to put our tier 2 drilling stuff, because we should be getting to that point sooner rather than later. And then we can start looking at, we definitely need more power here. So getting to that point, we're getting down low now. So I'm going to want to get the tier 2 power plant stuff. All right. Goes in there. Gotta remember to keep some water on my person because we are going through it quickly. All right. Let's save that right there, my friends. Actually, you know what? Let's go up above so I know when we pop back in here, I know where I'm at. That seed grew quite nice. Still growing, actually. And giving us oxygen, which is really swell. Yeah, the numbers are going up pretty good. So, I don't have any other thing in terms of biomass yet, right? No, that's the only thing I got right now. Okay. Add all that. All right, all right. Awesome. Yeah, we'll save right here, my friends. And we'll call it for tonight. Man, I love this game. You know what? I know we have a bunch of other games that we have to keep making progress on, but honest to God, I just want to play this for a little bit. So we'll, I think tomorrow night, we'll jump back into some more Planet Crafter, and I think Wednesday, we'll figure out what I'm going to do Wednesday. It might be Oblivion. It might be Torchlight. I guess I'm going to lean towards Torchlight because we need to keep making progress in that, but also that'll be the only time I have this week to do an ARPG because Thursday is going to be what's coming out Thursday? Why am I drawing a blank? Thursday is what's it called? This is not sorted the way I want it to be. Sort by recent activity. Here we go. Thursday is what is that called? Deliver at all costs, I think is the name of it. Yes. Yeah, 22nd. So that's coming out Thursday. So I want to play that, and then Friday is the if I'm not mistaken, is Painted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Yes, 1.0 is Fall of Avalon. 23rd of May at 5 p.m. Central European Time. So that should be relatively early in the day for me. So yeah, 23rd. So that's Friday. I think that's Friday. So yeah, I want to do this when it comes out, and I want to do the other one, Deliver at All Costs, when it comes out on Thursday. So Wednesday will probably just be, we'll probably just do some Torchlight. So that'll be good, and then yeah, tomorrow we'll probably just do some more Planet Crafter. No stream on Saturday. I got a barbecue to go to. And Sunday I think we'll be back in X4 Foundations because I want to make a little bit more progress there if I can. So we'll do that. And that about covers it, my friends, I would say. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or subscribe that you can spare and toss them my way, that would be really swell and awesome. I appreciate it greatly. It helps out tremendously. For everyone else, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you get back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Yeah, okay. So yeah, until next time, see you, bye.
I suppose by the transitive property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.